and welcome back to Age Perfect Beauty. Have you ever wondered how professional makeup artists create that beautiful glow on skin? I'm sure you've seen more mature celebrities walking down the red carpet and thought, how did they get their skin to look that good? Is it only reserved for the rich and famous? Well, the truth is it's not. It's very, very achievable to do at home yourself. By the end of today's video, you're going to understand which highlighting products real working makeup artists carry in their kit. You're also going to understand which ones work best on aging skin, and you're going to know how to apply them on yourself in the right way to give yourself the exact glow that you want. Over the span of my career, I've been known for my flawless skin techniques, and today I want to share with you my favorite highlighting products that I use on my mature clients, where to place them, and how you can get that same celebrity glow at home yourself. Let's begin. Okay, I'm going to start with liquid highlighters. Liquid highlighters give more of a sheen, more of a dewy kind of finish to the skin. This is what I really like to do. After I've applied foundation onto my client's skin and it's set for a minute or so, I go back in and I add just a little bit of the same foundation that I used on them. I add it to my hand, and then I add just one pump of a liquid highlighter. This one happens to be a Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector highlighter. I mix the two together, and then what I do now is that I apply a little bit of this little concoction of foundation and highlighter together. I add it to the areas where I really want to have that dewy, highlighted skin showing. I warm it with my finger into the skin, and then I let it set. And I do not powder. If you powder, you're going to lose that dewy effect. Now, you don't want to put this all over your skin. I mean, in my 20s and 30s, I definitely did that, but you don't want to do it as you start to mature. What you want to do is just focus this concoction. You want to just put it in those areas where you really want to bring light to your face. If you do that, you'll get a beautiful result. Now, the next two highlighting products that I carry in my kit are both cream-based, and they come from a company called RMS, which you can now find at Sephora. The first one is like a cult favorite among makeup artists, and it's called Living Luminizer. And what this does is it actually has a bit of a tacky stickiness to it, and you apply this right on the highlighted elevated areas of your skin. So on the highlighted cheekbone area, you could use this at the Cupid's bow. It's fabulous in that tear duct area just to give a little bit of light to the eye. And it's also really good just to put on the eyelid if you're in the mood for a no makeup kind of look. It just gives a nice sheen to the skin. Now, the second product from RMS that I love, absolutely love, it's like a bronzing cream highlighting product. And this one gives a bronzy effect to the skin for women who are light-skinned like I am. So it gives this really pretty bronzy glow. I don't know if you can see this properly, but it does. It just gives this gorgeous bronzy glow to light-colored skin. But it also, for women of color, gives that natural highlight to the skin. It's very similar to what the Living Luminizer would do on light-colored skin as well. Just a natural glow, a natural sheen. You can use this all over the face as well if you have darker skin. But for somebody who's lighter, it just looks great if you're looking to give that little bit of extra glow to the skin in the summertime or when you're on holiday. It gives a beautiful glow. Absolutely love it. It's a real fan favorite with makeup artists. Now, our last liquid highlighter that I'm going to talk about is High Beam. This one is an oldie, but it's a goodie, and it's been around a long time, and I would be really surprised, if most makeup artists didn't carry it. It's beautiful on more mature skin. It's subtle. It's never overpowering. It comes in, almost looks like a nail polish applicator, and it just gives this gorgeous sheen to the skin. Absolutely beautiful. I think it comes in one other color as well. This has kind of got a pinky glow to it. I don't know if you can see that. This one, I would just put it on the top of the cheekbone, let it melt in, let the warmth of your fingers melt it into the skin, and you're left with a celebrity glow. Absolutely beautiful. It's really been a staple with most makeup artists for many, many years, and probably will continue to be for many more years. Okay, let's move on to powder highlighters because really they are the easiest and most convenient way of applying a highlighter. Now, as you know, because I've used this in many of my videos, I absolutely love the Hourglass Ambient Lighting powders. I carry a few of them in my kit. This one you'll be familiar with because I've used it a few times. It's called Iridescent. What you do with these is that I'm just going to use a buffing brush and you literally just apply it to the top of the cheekbone and just buff it in. Now you can use these powders all over the face, but I wouldn't recommend doing that. I would really just focus on getting the highlight in those areas where you really want it. For me, it's the top of the cheekbones. I don't want to highlight my nose. I don't want to highlight a lot of other places in my face. I want my skin to look clean, and then I want to have a glow in certain areas. I think that gives a more youthful look. I also carry in my kit this palette from Hourglass. You'll notice that the middle color is gone because it's so beautiful and I've used it up. But these two colors give a really beautiful bronzy glow to the skin without it being too orangey, without it being too over the top. So if you're looking for more of a bronzy type glow, those powders are really wonderful as well, and they're very subtle. So if you really love that bronzy glow to the skin, you really can't beat the Mineral Dior Nude palettes. These are bronzers that I've carried in my kit for a long time. Now the secret to these powders is that you don't put them all over the face. Again, you want to be very precise in where you put it, whether that be, and you want the right light as well. So if you're going out for an evening, you may be able to add a little bit more of this type of powder on different areas of the face. But basically, you're going to want to put your bronzing highlighting product right on the top of the cheekbone and blend that in. You could layer it. You could layer it with your RMS bronzing highlighter sheen product and then put your bronzing Dior product on top and buff it in really well, and you get that gorgeous, killer gorgeous bronze glow to the skin. Now for those ladies out there that really like a fast application, you really can't beat a blush that's got a little bit of sheen to it. Now one of my favorites that I've carried in my kit for years, and it's also a cult favorite, it's from MAC. Their mineral blushes are really lovely. This one is called Warm Soul. It's beautiful. It works with most skin tones unless you're very dark, but it works with most skin tones, and it gives a beautiful sheen to the skin. Not too many glitter particles. The pigmentation isn't really too heavy either, so you don't have to worry about it being over the top heavy. It's a really easy, fast way of getting that celebrity glow to the skin. For those of you who are interested in what highlighting products I used in my own skin today, I use the Becca Highlighting Shimmering product. I mixed a little bit of that in with my foundation. I applied it to my cheek area only, and then I let it sit and get warm into my skin. Once it had, then I applied a little bit of a blush from Clinique, and then I finished off with my very favorite Hourglass Iridescent Strobing Highlighting product. I love this one. Now and then I just take a buffing brush and I buff it into the skin. And then you're left with a nice, pretty, dewy glow. Thank you so much for watching and for subscribing. And I look forward to seeing you next time on Age Perfect Beauty.